Hey, my name's Keen,
And I'm Jude.
and this is a JK show.
I'm Jude, and I'm here with
Frankie, Musa, Kevin,
Jawan.
Ahmed.
3 fun facts about yourself.
Um, I like soccer. I'm Mexican. My favorite color is red.
I turned 18 last month. I want to play basketball, and
Baller.
I don't have my license.
I've been to Mexico twice. My favorite sport is soccer, and I'd say my favorite food is ceviche.
She's my twin sister. I'm 18 and my favorite color is yellow.
Yourself.
My favorite color is pink. I am awesome and I like basketball.
Anything about astronomy?
No.
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 Not really.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
What information do you know?
I know there's 7 planets and there's stars.
Do you know what the red supergiant is?
No.
What do you think it is?
A red supergiant.
Jupiter.
It's red. Yeah.
A red supergiant is just a very big star, and it's cooler than most of the younger stars. That's what I know.
It's like the third phase of the main sequence star.
How old do you think the red supergiant lives?
I don't know.
No.
Plays an important role.
It's when a star dies.
See, with this like gravitational pull, like it really does something.
Do you know how the red supergiant is formed?
When a star dies.
No.
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 Just a bunch of gas like compresses, and then it gets really big. Yeah.
Thank you, Frankie.
It seems like people don't actually know what the red supergiant is, so let me elaborate further. The red supergiant is the largest phase in the massive star life cycle. First off, in the red supergiant life cycle, it starts off as a stellar nebula, just gas and dust that's in space. Then it moves on to a massive star. In this phase, it's more larger and typically more hotter than an average star. And after that, when it runs out of hydrogen in the core, it moves on to the red supergiant, which is just a big ball of gas and inflated like 1,000 times bigger than the sun. And then after the red supergiant, there is a phase that's called supernova, which is just a nucleus and then dust floating all around it. When it comes to red supergiants, it has some defining characteristics. For example, it's so massive. It's like 100 times larger than our sun. As you might know, red supergiants aren't actually just red. They're coming in a spectrum. Red to blue, typically. Red being less hot, blue being more hot. It's luminosity. Red supergiants, although they lack in heat, that's where they pick up in luminosity. They are very bright. When it comes to red supergiants, it usually has a relatively cool temperature, not really as hot as the other stars in our solar system. When it comes to the composition, the chemical composition of the red supergiant, it usually has three that are most distinct. First, it's hydrogen. Obviously, it has it in the core. If it didn't have hydrogen, then obviously it explodes, you know. And then helium. Helium is an important part of the red supergiant and is typically found on the outer surface of the red supergiant, and that's also found with nitrogen as well. Nitrogen can be found outside of the core, typically in the surface of the red supergiant. When it comes to this location on the HR diagram, it typically is in the upper right corner. But to understand that, you have to understand how the H diagram is measured. It's kind of like reversed in a way. So basically, it starts from right to left instead of left to right. It measures its surface temperature and its luminosity. So the more right it is, the less hot it is, and the higher up it is, the more luminous it is. So as you could tell, the red supergiant sits at the top right, meaning that it's less hot but very bright. When it comes to classifications of the HR diagram, it typically has two that are most known. First, the K, and secondly, the M. In both of those scenarios, they basically refer to the red supergiant as low temperature or cooler temperature. Basically, it's not as hot, but it is bright. When it comes to massive stars, specifically red supergiant, there's one famous red supergiant that y'all need to know, and that's Betelgeuse. Beetlejuice actually has a couple known facts. I'm gonna give you 5 real quick. First of all, its massive size. Beetlejuice is approximately 764 times larger than our current sun. Another known fact that y'all might not know about Beetlejuice is that during the period of late 2019, early 2020, during that whole pandemic period, it was actually occurring a great dimming. Essentially, what that means is that how red supergiants are really, really bright. They're known for their brightness. Essentially, what Beetlejuice did was it became less bright. Essentially, what it did was just like exfoliate itself. It let out a bunch of gas. While Beetlejuice is entering the latter period of its lifespan, obviously we know, given our slideshow, that it's becoming a supernova. Essentially, what that means is that it's going to blow up into a bunch of dust. But scientists are predicting that it's going to take between 100,000 years for that really to happen. So none of us will really be affected by it, if there's even Earthlings at that time. Another fact is that its distance from Earth is approximately 640 light years away. Is not near Earth, like any stretch of the mile. Not close, not here, not there, not anywhere. But despite its vast distance, its brightness and size make up for that lacking characteristic, and it is the brightest prominent star in our night sky.
Thank you for watching. I hope you learned great things about the red supergiant.
And in contributions to viewers like you. Thank you. On that note, hopefully you like, comment, subscribe, and drop a thumbs up on
Testing, testing,
5, 4,
testing.
3, 2, 1. That is formed.
No. No.
below and who you thought was the best. Bye.
The HI diagram. The HI diagram.